So, Sheriff Gualtieri, we've got 67 school districts in Florida. Just so you all know, the way ours is, and I don't know if every state is set up this way, but we have every county has a elected school board, and they have a lot of autonomy. And then probably about half of them are elected superintendents, and half are appointed by the school board, probably. So they've got a lot of autonomy. So everything that we all worked hard to get passed, it doesn't get implemented by the state. It has to get implemented locally. So what's your experience so far, and like who's the best, who's your biggest disappointment in implementing? Just forget that what everybody's trying to do is come up with the right ideas, just doing the things that we said you had to do.
Well, there are some that are doing it well. I can tell you as an example, and one that I think is doing it well, and I just came from there before I came here this week, which was Pensacola and Escambia County. I think that they have stepped up, and the superintendent there gets it, and they've implemented the right policies and procedures. We have other counties, probably the ones that are most problematic as we sit here today, where we're seeing the most voids as far as compliance with it, would be in South Florida, in Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach. And there are some others. Recently, until a couple months ago, in Orange County, they were not complying with the requirement that there be a safe school officer on every campus.
Okay. So do you hear this? So the legislation we passed required there be a public safety officer at every school. So what were they doing?
So the law,
it's a requirement of the state law, and we provided funding for this.
Correct, and you provided, as the governor and the legislature provided, $67 million. And what the law said was that there has to be assigned to every charter, elementary, middle, and high school campus a safe school officer. And they interpreted the word assigned to mean that assigned on paper and they don't have to be there. This is the type of manipulation and disingenuous approach, and it's maddening. It's upsetting because, what's a legislative body supposed to do, this Congress or a state legislature, is you pick words, and clearly the intent was that there be a good guy with a gun, a safe school officer on every campus. And so you had lawyers who are part of the problem, and I say that as a lawyer because they're not doing a service to the people that they're representing when they interpret words of assign, and they go through these machinations and say, well, assign can be interpreted to mean you don't have to have somebody there. Tell that to one of these parents who somebody's got to go knock on the door because they had one deputy for 6 campuses because they didn't follow the law. It's just not right. And this is the type of attitude that has to change.